Yeah, the screen is visible, right?
Yeah.
Am I
Yeah,
audible? Yeah. Can you hear me properly?
yeah, sure. It's also
Okay,
it's
so let me start.
and
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. الصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين إن أريد للإصلاح ما استطعت وما توفيقي إلا بالله عليه توكلت وإليه أنيب رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Respected chair of this session, my dear colleagues and dear students, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May this evening will be very fruitful, effective, and very useful for all of us, inshallah. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. So I'm going to take you through in the next 40 minutes, 40 or minutes. I'll take you through the latest trends and developments in the field of media translation in the age of the artificial intelligence. We know that the media landscape has changed a lot. Currently, we are living in a society where everything is media. We can say everything is media, whether we use our smartphones, whether we use our laptops, whether we are in an environment, in a learning environment, in a school, in a campus, wherever we are, we use and we consume media. So I'm going to take you through these subjects today. The first, the today's roadmap is that we'll talk about the evolving media landscape. Then we'll talk about the digital content creation consumption, which includes all the media platforms. Then the artificial intelligence impact on translation, how the translation field has evolved, what kind of revolutionary changes that took place in the field of media translation, and what are the important key AI applications in the field of media translation. What are the opportunities and new possibilities available for all of us to utilize, to avail of? Then, so when the actual translation is taken over by the machine, what is the role of human translators? What we have to do, or what kind of changes we can bring in, and what is the complementary role that we are going to play? So that's the role of human translators. And then the future of translation and media with AI, plus some of the recommendations and conclusions, so that we, as people in this field, professionals in this field, how can we survive, and what kind of things we need to take care of, so that we remain competitive, we remain effective, and we remain professionals in this field. So that's the on overview of what is the agenda today. Okay, the evolving landscape. We know that traditionally, I remember I have delivered a lecture, not just in one day. I think I did that over a duration of like 1 week, continuous, like 6 days. I remember, and I talk about the media, same subject, media translation, before 4 years, like to be precise, in July 2021, during the time of COVID, in which MES Mampad College and University of Calicut organized a seminar, an online course, an intensive, uh, I think, 1 month course on translation, Arabic translation, in which a lot of experts attended. So I remember I actually, went back to my previous files and I took out that presentation, so that I thought, okay, I can just repeat it. But to my horror, I found that that presentation is completely useless now. Why? Because the media landscape has changed completely. At that time, I remember I talked about the newspaper translation, the media, like the translation for TV channels, uh, for online websites, for digital platforms. But today, in the space of that 4 years or 5 years or so, the media landscape has completely changed. You can see, for example, I worked in the UAE for around 13 and a half years. I worked in in a newspaper called the Gulf Today. And then I moved to the corporate communications field. And then I moved to Dubai municipality to work as an English media officer there. At that time, there was a newspaper in Dubai. That newspaper is still there, Gulf News. It has 200 pages. I'm not lying. I'm not exaggerating. It's simply that newspaper printed 200 pages, not only just the broadsheet, the main section, politics, Middle Eastern politics, India, subcontinent, Africa, Europe, Americas, and, all those kinds of politics, plus business. Business is divided into stock exchanges, commodities, a lot of business section, then sports from different parts of the world, then tabloids, then special features, special magazines, then classified advertisements. So overall, it printed 200 pages. But believe me, now that newspaper, I haven't been to UAE recently, but I was told by people there that it is now reduced to 20 pages. Even that 20 pages, they are planning to stop it. They're going to convert into a completely digital platform. So why I'm bringing you this example? Because the media landscape has completely changed. Now it's most of the media, what we talk about, it's digital media. Even the broadcast media, the mainstream TV channels, who actually watch, especially from the young generation, who actually watches the news broadcast in the main TV channels, in the mainstream TV channels, very few. We will be surprised to find that among the Gen Z, the media consumption, the traditional media consumption, whether it is print media, broadcast media, the mainstream TV channels, it's completely coming down, declining. Instead, digital media, online news, social media, streaming services, podcasts, gaming, virtual reality, these are all taken over. The consumption of this media is really important nowadays. I don't want to say this, you know better than me in this case. I am old school, maybe, but you people, especially the students, those who are watching me now, those who are listening to me now, they will understand this. So as a media translator, we need to take this into consideration. I cannot teach you how to translate for a newspaper. I cannot teach you that now. Why? Because it's completely irrelevant. There is no place for that now. There is no scope. So I'm going to talk about these kind of media. How do we survive as a media translator in the age of these revolutionary changes in the media field? Okay, so what is replaced now? The traditional media is replaced by digital content, and its consumption is horrific. We can see, for example, YouTube. Videos uploaded to YouTube daily, more than 720,000 hours daily. As of this is 2023-24 estimate, but you can imagine it must have gone up further. Then over 4.5 or between 4.5 or 5.5 billion people regularly use social media platforms. This is from Meta. Then YouTube, TikTok, Netflix, Disney Plus, and other regional platforms collectively host millions of channels, titles, and other creations. In YouTube alone, there are more than 51 million creators with substantial audience reach. These are startling statistics. More than 100 languages have significant content presence on the open web. Many platforms actively promote multilingual content through auto-translation, subtitles, and language-specific catalogs. Now, books. When it comes to books, 2.2 million new titles published worldwide. This is a statistics released by UNESCO. It's again varies year by year. Film and TV production, tens of thousands of new titles each year. It includes all regions, formats, and languages. Then the news and journalism, which is our specific, if we talk about the conventional news and journalism, there are thousands of outlets globally, billions of articles published annually. The rise of aggregators. Aggregators mean people who combine everything. Like, they have for example, they have a website for selling a product, but part of that site would be news. So they mix news sites, news consumption or provision of news services along with other products, digital products. Then other means the content is generated by both traditional and media independent outlets. Now the language barrier, that's we are going to talk about now. Language remains a primary obstacle to accessing and understanding this global content. So where in this place comes the role of the translators. We need to remove this language barrier. There is a crucial, very important, very key role that has to be played by translator. There is an indispensable bridge for understanding the media consumption and cross-cultural understanding. Now, let's talk about, so this one, I can talk about those slides in detail, but I don't want to, and you don't need to hear that, because we are in that world. We are actually submerged in that world. We all know that. So what are the AI's impact on translation? First of all, speed and scale. AI enables faster and larger volume translation. You just give an AI tool, for example, ChatGPT or DeepSeek or Perplexity or Grok, whatever platform you use or whatever tools you use, you just give them a prompt. It will give you simultaneous translation in seconds. So a lot of time is saved. Speed and scale, that's horrendous. Then cost effectiveness. For a company or for a media platform, if they would like to apply an AI tool for translation, they can do away with the translators, but they cannot completely do away with human translators. So, for example, in the past, if a company required 4 or 5 translators, they now need only 1. That one's role is very critical still. That's where our relevance comes in. Human translators' relevance comes in there. So the potential for reduced translation cost, that is another impact. The third impact is accessibility, making translation tools more widely available. It's everyone. Like, for most of the translations, if not specific or if not technical, if not commercial, you can have free tools available. AI tools are available for free of cost. So it's accessible. Then post-editing machine translation, PEMT. Remember this word, okay? Remember this abbreviation, PEMT. Now, in this era, there is no need for a translator as such. What the companies or media platforms need, they need is this, post-editing machine translation. A human who can do editing of a text that is already translated by a machine. This is the need of the hour. This is what we would like to be. And this is the area where we would like to contribute. So the human translators are working with and refining machine output. We just edit, we just refine, we just fine tune, we just review, and we just proofread. This is what translators' role became reduced to. Now, shift from translation to editing for many tasks. Most of the tasks, you don't need to translate. Like manual translation, not at all required, completely out of the way. What you need to do, you just do editing for whatever the machine has translated. Now, quite naturally, the translator's skill set has evolved. Like, you don't need to be a language expert for translation. You still need to be a language expert more than a translation process requires. which means you need to gain deeper proficiency, higher proficiency in the field of your linguistics than a simple translation is required. So remember this point. You have to outskill, you have to upskill your language proficiency. So when we talk about AI enabled translation, we think, okay, our role as a translator is finished. No, it's never going to be over. Human translation is still required. Human ability, human capacity, human competence, human emotional intelligence, all these are required. But we need to evolve. That's where this particular presentation focuses on. How can we evolve? How can we adapt to the new translation landscape, whether it's for a simple translation of a book, a simple translation of an article, a news item. So there is no distinction now. You cannot say, I am just a simple translator of a news item. No, I am a media translator. You cannot say that. You have to be a complete linguistic professional. You need to rename your role as from a translator to be a linguistic professional. So you are supposed to edit, review, fine-tune, revise whatever text that is being translated by a machine. So that is the role of a translator, and he or she needs to evolve and upskill. Okay. Now, what are the key applications, AI applications in the field of media translation? One of the area is subtitling and dubbing. You might have seen nowadays most of the films or even a simple lecture on YouTube or any video sharing platform, they have subtitle. So one of the key area for media translation is subtitling and dubbing. Dubbing means you just give a voiceover in a different language than the original language of that film or a lecture or that YouTube video or whatever video, digital content. Then AI voice cloning and synthesized dubbing. These are all different tools. Real-time translation, like interpretation for live events. Now, content localization. There are website apps, mobile apps, marketing applications, marketing sites, marketing tools, gaming narratives. These all need to be localized, whether it's in Arabic, in English, in any language, local languages. When it comes to news and journalism, rapid translation of foreign news. They don't have time. If a mainstream media produces a breaking news, they just want that particular news. Well, if it is produced in English, they want that same news in 100 languages simultaneously. They can't wait, because breaking news, they are vying for audience in a quick manner. They want to get the audience in a swift manner. So it needs to be very rapid translation, quick translation. So how AI helps? Let me just rearrange the screen a little bit. Sorry, just give me a second so that I can read this properly, because now, yeah. Okay. You can still listen to me, right? You can still watch me, right? I'm audible and my video is available, right? Oh, yeah, okay. So how AI, the artificial intelligence helps? News agencies, they can use AI to quickly translate articles from foreign sources so that journalists can access this information faster and they can report on global events sooner. So each and every journalist, they have now that's another area where you are not just a translator, you are a journalist, you are a broadcast journalist, you are a digital content creator, and you produce this content in seconds in multiple languages, not just one language. So being a linguistic professional, you should be open up. Your expertise and your area of expertise should open up to multiple languages. Like if you know more than 2 languages, Arabic and English, French, Spanish, German. These are all became very easy for foreign journalists. So AI can help you become that. That's another option for you. Then the impact is it accelerates the news cycle and enables broader coverage of international affairs. International affairs will not be at the mercy of a language problem, language barrier. We talked about the language barrier in the beginning, you remember? So there is no language barrier at all. It's very easy. As I speak now, this voice can be translated into any language, Arabic, Spanish, German, real time, using AI tools. So there is no need for even an interpretation nowadays. AI can simply translate. Maybe I wonder some of the audience, they might have been already listening to my speech in Arabic, maybe here. I don't know. If you have that right tool, right AI platforms, you can do that now. So that's a very important point. Then Reuters, AP, the Associated Press, Agency France Press, AFP, they all, these news wires, they are using AI for initial translation. Underline that word, initial translations. All of them use these, channels, these devices for initial translation, but they cannot completely depend on that because a human is still required. Now, social media and user-generated content, cross-lingual communication. Platforms automatically translate posts, comments. You can see it's like when you use Facebook or Twitter or X, Instagram, there is an AI icon nowadays. Translate. You can simply translate. In Facebook, people have been using it quite a long time now. But these are not accurate translation. There could be errors. The cultural nuances, the humor, the actual emotional part of it, it's all missing. So this is very clear. But for initial translation, they use it. It fosters global interaction, community building on social platforms. For example, Facebook, X, Instagram, they come with a built-in translation feature. Now, the opportunities and new possibilities in media translation, that's we are going to talk about. So democratization of information. Information is widely accessible to anyone from any part of the globe. That's one of the opportunities. So you can, sitting in Mampad, sitting in Malappuram, in Kozhikode, in Qatar, in Turkey, in Algeria, in Sudan, wherever you are, in a village, in a remote village, you can access the information, you can provide the information, you can earn money, you can provide your services to global agencies. So that's a wonderful opportunity available now. Then enhanced cultural exchange, deeper understanding of diverse narratives. You can easily understand where the other person whom you are communicating on a daily basis with comes from. What is his cultural background? What is he trying to communicate? How can I understand him better? So this is very, very much an opportunity. Then personalized content. Nowadays, everyone needs, even in the social media realm, people want personalized content tailored for their media experiences. No one the algorithms of social media platforms now work in that way. They create you, they provide you content that suitables your taste, taking into consideration your previous likes, which news item you commented on, which item you interacted with. So based on your previous interaction with the social media, they come up with personalized content. The new media formats. There are AI-enabled interactive and accessible content, boosting Arabic content, global dissemination of Arabic media, and vice versa. See, why Arabic is so important? Because there are approximately 200 million people who either speak Arabic or they understand Arabic. Arabic is a prominent language in which a lot of content is required. A lot of content needs to be translated back and forth, vice versa, Arabic from Arabic to other languages, and other languages to Arabic. So that is an opportunity. Then Arabic specific AI. AI tools are nowadays working to develop several models for Arabic's richness and dialects. Like, the dialects in Egyptian dialect is different completely from Lebanese, and the Khaliji لهجة خليجية تختلف تماما عن اللهجات الأخرى مثل السورية، مثل اللبنانية، الجزائرية، التونسية. فهاي الفرق واسع وشاسع بين هذه اللهجات. فالشركات هم يطورون AI، نماذج الذكاء الاصطناعي لكي لتطوير النماذج المستخدمة المثالية في مجال ترجمة النص العربي من اللغة العربية إلى اللغات الأخرى، أو من اللغات الأخرى إلى اللغة العربية. فهذا متوفر، يعني فرصة متوفرة بيننا. Now, role of human translator، دور المترجم الشخصي، يعني الإنسان عنصر مهم في مجال الترجمة. So that's we are going to talk about now, role of human translators. Again, remember this word? I don't know. Can I interact with them? I don't know whether someone can speak now. Remember this word I told you about before? Post-editing machine translation. Nowadays, translators are going to be called, you are a PEMT specialist. No more mutarjim, no more translator. You are a PEMT specialist, post-editing machine translation. That is your job. Human translators review and edit AI-generated translations to ensure accuracy.
Is it
Yes.
free? Is it free? This app,
this is not an app. This is not an app. This is a skill. This is a skill. So I will show you some example. And then I will ask you to do some exercise before I will take a break, 10 minutes break for prayer. So I have some more slides. What I will do, I will show you the application of this PEMT skill, and then you can come up with some translation or some review of translation. I don't say translation. And show me and tell me and discuss with me after the session. Agree? You all agree?
Okay.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to share. I'm going to stop my slide here. I'm going to do what this means. What does post-editing machine translation mean? That is why I'm going to show you now. Okay, give me a second. Let me stop sharing my slides now, and I will go to an AI platform. Okay, just give me a second. Okay, let me go to, can you see my screen?
Yeah, yes, sir.
My
Yes,
screen.
sir.
Okay, you can see. Now, this is AI Fiesta. Has anyone heard about this particular AI tool, AI Fiesta? Does anyone know?
Don't know about it. Dhruvrati is a very prominent YouTube creator.
Sorry?
Dhruvrati is our best and favorite content creator, and everyone we know that. Everyone knows.
Everyone knows. Okay, very good, very good. So, most of you know, right? Okay.
No, sir.
AI Fiesta,
Yes, sir. Yes.
Sorry? Speaking to me? Okay, I will show you. If you don't know this particular platform, never mind. I will show you in ChatGPT, or I will show you in DeepSeek. I will show you in other platforms as well. Okay, so don't worry. Okay, everyone uses ChatGPT, right? So this AI Fiesta, they, just look at my mouse here. ChatGPT is here. GPT-5 Nano. Gemini 2.5 Lite is here. DeepSeek chat is there. Perplexity is here. and Grok is there, Sona is there, or all prominent, AI large language model platforms are here. So this AI Fiesta. I am not promoting this channel. I am not an ambassador of this AI platform, but I'm using it. That's why I'm showing it to you. Now, let's see why I am choosing this platform, because you can see how ChatGPT, how Gemini, how DeepSeek, Perplexity, Grok, all of these platforms translate one sentence, for example. Let me go to, I have already kept here. Can you see my Word document now? Can you see? You can see my Word document?
No, sir.
Can you?
No.
I'm showing a Word document now. Can you see that? No, I will show you. Okay, wait a
No, sir.
second. I will do one thing. I will copy this text from my Word document. Then I will paste it in that AI platform. Now you can see my AI platform, right? So I'm giving a prompt here. Translate the below Arabic text. You must be doing this, of course. I'm sure. The below Arabic text to English in a layman's language. I'm just giving. You can refine this prompt by clicking here. See, translate the following Arabic text into simple, easy to understand English. Okay, and I'm copying that text which you were not able to see in my Word document here. I'm pasting it here. It's a news item from Al Jazeera. Okay. أفادت وزارة الصحة في غزة بارتفاع عدد ضحايا المجاعة والسوء التغذية إلى 420 شهيدا بينهم 145 طفلا. يأتي ذلك وسط تحذيرات منظمات. This is the text. Okay, I'm giving this prompt. Now, ChatGPT is doing it. Gemini is doing it. Then DeepSeek is doing it. Perplexity, Sonar is doing it. Cloud is doing it. Grok is doing it. Okay. Now, let's look at what ChatGPT said. See, the rising death toll from famine and warnings of an execution of Gaza City. What is the problem here? Is there any problem in that English language? العربي تقول النص العربي يقول شو يقول؟ ارتفاع حصيلة شهداء المجاعة والتحذيرات من إعدام مدينة غزة. إعدام مدينة غزة. So that this particular AI platform, ChatGPT, translated as an execution of Gaza City. So there is a problem in that heading. What is the problem? Can anyone tell me? How can we better that language? Can anyone tell me?
So we can.
Yes, tell me. Come on.
Genocide against execution.
Genocide and execution, no. إعدام بالعربي execution. لكن لما نقول عن مدينة غزة, how can you execute Gaza city? In English, in Arabic, that's fine. إعدام مدينة غزة, which means إعدام أهالي مدينة غزة. But when it comes to English, the better word would be warnings of a death sentence. Rather than execution, we can correct it as a death sentence for Gaza city residents. You need to be very clear in English. See, in Arabic, these kind of terminologies work. I mean, from a literary point of view, it can work. But when it comes to English, you need to be very careful and you need to fine-tune the translation. This is what is called post-editing of machine translation. Now, see the health ministry in Gaza said number of famine and malnutrition victims has risen to 420 martyrs. شهيدا بالعربي لما نقول 420 شهيدا, that's okay. But in English, normally they don't use us, people who died in a famine or in a catastrophe. In Arabic, we understand the connotation of shaheed because we come from an Islamic background. But a normal person, from a different religious background, different ethnic background, he doesn't consider a dead person, whatever, whether the reason is just or fair or as martyrs. This should be civilians or Palestinians. So it's like, see, you can find this in another translation. For example, see, Gemini has also translated as martyrs, but how DeepSeek translated it? See, the health ministry in Gaza reports that the number of people who have died from famine and malnutrition has risen to 420. You see, they have mentioned it's a number of people, but in other Gemini and ChatGPT, they translated it as word by word, shaheed and martyrs. See, I'm not debating the legality of whether this is martyrs or shaheed or غير shaheed. لا, أنا قصدي يعني الاستخدام الصحيح اللغوي, the proper language use. That is my concern here. Okay, again, in perplexity sonar, they translated it as see, the death toll from famine in Gaza has risen to 420 people. You see the difference? Can you notice the difference? Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes, you can. Okay. Including 145 children as reported by Gaza. Okay. This is called post-editing machine translation. And then I will show you another example. Then I will leave it with you. See, the UN Relief Works and Agency, UNRWA, its commissioner's name, Commissioner General's name, Philip Lazzarini. Let's see how all of these, platforms translated his name. When they look at the Arabic text, how did they translate his name? For example, Gemini, how did Gemini wrote it? Just look at it. Filippo Grandi. Did you see the difference? Can you notice?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Filippo Grandi. Now, come to DeepSeek. How did they put his name? Yeah, they wrote it correctly. Philip Lazzarini. Now, come to Perplexity Sonar. They also got it correct. Philip Lazzarini. Then come to Cloud. They wrote it, yes, correctly, Philip. Then come to Grok. Let me see, Grok, how did they do it? Philip Rezani. See, so Gemini got it wrong. So if you are using Gemini platform, this is going to be a horrendous mistake. So now, if you go through this text in each platform, you can find distinctive differences in the language. So this is actually called post-editing of machine translation, which is a simple task. We normally do that. I'm going to leave with you. I'm going to tell you, you go to Al Jazeera Net. This is your task. Okay, I will take a 10-minute break. I will come back in 10 minutes. Within that time, you need to go to Al Jazeera website, Al Jazeera.net, Arabic website. Get the main news today, the top news item, just the headline and the first paragraph, the introductory paragraph, and translate it using any AI platform of your choice, and then edit it and tell me what kind of editing that you require to do. You understand the task? What you need to do?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go to Al Jazeera site, aljazeera.net, or any news site. I don't mind. If you want to go to any other news site, it's okay. No problem. Arabic news site. Take the main news and the headline and the first sentence, the intro, just the intro. Go to any chat GPT, DeepSeek, or any of these AI platform and use the translation there, give a good prompt, and then you edit it and tell me. I will pick you 2 or 3 people because we don't have much time. 2 or 3 people, whoever, randomly I will pick, and you need to tell me what kind of mistakes were there, what kind of editing you did to fine tune the language, and how did you feel about it. Okay, agree?
Yes, sir. Agree.
Okay, so 10 minutes. See you after 10 minutes. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum salam.
Okay, I'm back. Is everyone back?
Yes, sir. I'm doing my translation. I haven't done my
You
translation.
didn't do it yet? How do you find it? Is it easy or? Okay,
Yes.
Zakaria, can you tell me, did you do it? Okay, زكريا did it. أمير قطر وملك الأردن يبحثان جهود وقف إطلاق النار بغزة وملفات أخرى. So, how is the translation? The Emir of Qatar and the King of Jordan discuss efforts for a ceasefire in Gaza and other issues. The Emir of Qatar, Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad had discussion today, Wednesday, in Amman with the Okay, what did you find? How did you find the translation of AI? Tell me, Zakaria, how was it? And what kind of editing you made? And what was the experience? How did you feel? Zakaria, can you tell me? Or whoever feels sharing their translation, and then who will come forward? Come on, you need to come. You need to talk. I want this to be not just a radio talk. I want you to involved.
Sir, my name is SK Saurabh. I have translated the headline of the news article, and it's
Okay,
saying
who is
that
this? Who is speaking?
SK Saurabh.
Okay, Sohrab, yeah, tell me.
So it's speaking. First of all, I would like to say that I didn't find anything fault, and the headline is saying that الحرب على غزة مباشر ومجازر متواصلة والاحتلال يقطع الإنترنت ويعرقل دخول الوقود. And the translation given by the ChatGPT is War on Gaza Live. Ongoing massacres as occupation cuts internet and blocks fuel entry. I didn't find anything wrong with that.
You didn't find anything wrong, but at least you found that translation is correct, and you could make out that every word used is actually in place, right?
Sir.
Yeah, that is where the new translator's role comes in. That's what I'm talking about. There is still required. You see, news agencies or media organizations cannot ensure the accuracy of the translation unless there is a human intervention and human translator there. See, now I am giving you a simple example, but there are other complicated examples in which definitely you will find a lot of discrepancies in translation. So, anyone else? Did anyone else find something? Who is this?
I am Zakaria speaking.
Okay, who is that?
Zakaria speaking. I just
Yes,
forwarded the
tell me.
translated.
Yes, tell
I
me.
think it was very. I cannot find any wrong or any errors in this my translation.
Okay.
I just done DeepSeek.
You use DeepSeek, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just, for example, go through. See, the Emir of this is headline, right? The Emir of Qatar and the King of Jordan discuss efforts for a ceasefire on Gaza and other issues. That is the headline, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Just imagine in a website, is this headline suitable? In a website, a digital platform. Have you ever seen a headline like this in a website? No. For example, I can tell you, Qatar Amir or Qatar's Amir then comma, Jordan's king or king of Jordan, that's fine, discuss ceasefire efforts or Gaza ceasefire efforts and
Sir, you are
related
correct.
issues. How about that? Like, let me type it here. Let me
It
type
would be,
in the
correct.
chat box, okay? Qatar's Emir, then comma, King of Jordan or King Abdullah, just say, for example, King Abdullah, discuss Gaza ceasefire efforts and other issues or and related issues. Even they don't use and in the headline, they say comma, related issues. Can everyone see in the chat what I did? That 3 sentences came to just 2 sentences. That's a headline looks like. Agree with me? Do you agree?
absolutely.
Yeah. This is where the role of a human translator comes in. I'm not saying what Zakaria told me is wrong. I'm not saying that. What he said is correct. He couldn't find any mistake in the grammar. But you need to be very proficient and very keen in identifying the headlines, and you need to be aware of the character space available. See, for in some sites or some digital media platforms, the character space available is very limited. So you need to make it concise. Just a second. Yeah, so I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay. So, did you understand what I am talking about?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Is there anyone else can offer one more person? If someone has found any mistake or any error, or you corrected the sentence in a beautiful way, like you feel beautiful, it's okay, whether it's beautiful or not, but you feel it's beautiful, you feel you need to fine tune it. Did anyone did that way? Anyone? Nobody did it? Okay, let's move on. Now, see, when it comes to translation, this is the beautiful part. Like, you to do this, to do these kind of fine tuning, you need to be proficient in language. What I am telling you is, beyond a translator, you need to be a very professional journalist or a media person or a linguist who understands the different usages of phrases, how the language works in different platforms. Like, for example, if it's a news website, how the headlines are formed. If it's a print media, a newspaper, daily newspaper, how they deploy the headline. If it's an online site, website, news website, how do they customize their headlines? So you need to be proficient in all these spheres. So previously, if you get a text, if you are a translator, you get a text and you just translate and gives it. But now, this is not enough. This is not sufficient. What you need to do, You need to look at the audience. You need to look at the site. You need to consider the different connotations of the language used, and then fine tune that language, and then refine the language. So this is what I'm saying. Now let me give you another example. Like for example, you must be you can like for example, you can get an entire video text from YouTube sites, YouTube videos, and then translate it in a simple matter of seconds. I'll just show you an example here. Okay, let me share my screen. For example, where is the site? Yeah, see, I'm going to see this. You can see this video, right? You can see my screen, right? Can you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is a video listening post. In Al Jazeera, they have a program called listening post, and someone told you, okay, I need the translation. Wait, just a second. Give me 1 second. Sorry. Give me a second. Where is it? Okay, see now this is a video of this. So someone, for example, you are just imagine you are a content creator and you need content in Arabic from this video, and this video is completely in English. And previously, what you need to do, you just go to this video, listen to it, take note in English, then translate it. Nowadays, you can't do that in a matter of a minute. How? You go to this video and come here. There is a section called transcript. Show transcript. That transcript is shown here. Okay. For example, I'm just taking 2-3 sentences from here. Okay. And then copying it. And then I'm going to this AI platform. For example, I'm going to DeepSeek, okay? And I'm asking, first of all, I'm asking DeepSeek to, convert this timeline. This transcript is showing with times. You see, if I put here, it shows like, see, seconds, 2, 4, 6, 9, 12, okay? So you need to remove this timeline and then get it in a very good format. So first you tell them what you tell the DeepSeek. Yeah, remove timeline from the above text and keep the rest of the text intact. But even before that, the DeepSeek already translated that into Arabic. You see?
We got it, sir.
Yeah. You see, you don't need to even do that. They actually removed the timeline. Why? Because I have given this before. To show you, I have done this before. That's why it's showed that way. But if you are doing it for the first time, what you need to do, copy the transcript from the video and approach DeepSeek or ChatGPT or whatever. Because why DeepSeek? DeepSeek has no word limit, no character limit. In ChatGPT, you can do only 5,000 characters. Beyond 5,000, it won't accept. But here in DeepSeek, they will accept any number of characters. And you see, it actually translated. See, remember, in a matter of minutes, you can get a video in English completely translated into Arabic, and you can use that Arabic text in whichever you want. You can create. See, you need to be mindful of copyright here, okay? If you are using it for any of your production, media production, you need to be mindful of copyright. But there are, you can use this text to quote, to do a separate article, an independent article, an independent news item. Like for example, critically analyzing this, you can research. So in your research on news items, this will really help. Any doubt so far?
Are you using the premium version of these AI applications?
No, this DeepSeek, the one I am showing you on the screen is not paid version, it's a free version. But the other one, AI Fiesta, the one I showed you before, this one, I use a paid version. How much is the subscription for that, AI Fiesta? 1,000 rupees only for a month. 1,000 rupees only for a month, in which you can get ChatGPT, Gemini, DeepSeek, all these platforms. I think that 1,000 is worth if you are working as a translator or as I told you, post-editing machine translation job. If you are doing that editing job, if your job involves all this kind of translation, it is worth it. Pay 1,000, and if you subscribe for 1 year, it is 10,000 rupees only. I'm not promoting. I have a disclaimer here. I'm not promoting Dhruv Rathi's AI Fiesta here. Not an ambassador. I don't have any benefit, but I am using it. That's why I'm telling you. If you are using a paid version of ChatGPT or a DeepSeek or whatever, you can still use it. But what I'm telling you, this is going to be the future. Your manual translation will not have a value in future because AI does that superbly. Okay. Now, let me finish my slides and then we'll come and discuss these things in detail. Okay. How much time left for me? How much time left for me to speak?
So it's not a problem. Just we
Not
can
a problem.
take.
I can go on.
I think it's good to 5 minutes of.
Okay. I will take you through the remaining slides in about maximum 10 minutes, and then you can ask question. I can sit here all night if you want to, but it's up to you. Okay. Now, where is the presentation? So the role of human translators, that's what we stopped, right? You can see my slides, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Now, the other point, quality assurance. Humans are essential for checking the final output. This is very much critical in AI translation. AI, see, if you are, is there anyone who is already working on translation somewhere? Someone is here? Someone is already working as a translator? Is there anyone here? Or all of your students, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, all of you are students. So not a problem, but I'm just asking. So handling nuance and creativity. See, AI struggles with humor. A joke. For example, if you are translating Sheikh Mutawalli Sha'rawi's tafsir Sheikh Mutawalli Sha'rawi, al-marhum, Allah yarhamu, you cannot get that translation of his humor in Arabic, in Egyptian slang, and AI cannot get it. Why? Because AI is not trained on that. So there comes, I'm just giving you an example. I'm a big fan of Sheikh Mutawalli Sha'rawi's tafsir, and I like his humor in Egyptian slang. So this is very important. Like for example, if you are translating a film, a serial, a TV serial in Egyptian slang, then most of the AI platforms do not get that translation properly, because that humor, that nuances, that cultural sensitivities, the machine cannot capture. So there comes the role of human translators, the humor, the cultural interfaces, the wordplay, the highly idiomatic language areas where these are the areas where human translators excel. Now, ethical oversight. Human translators are still needed to ensure that AI is used responsibly, especially in sensitive areas like voice cloning or bias detection. See, AI has a bias. Like people who feed these AI language models with text or data. Most of this data are basically biased against women, sometimes bias against black people, bias against minorities, especially in the case of India and wherever European languages. There are a lot of bias for this AI because the people who created these AI tools, their bias will come into play in these machine translation as well. So we as humans need to find out what are these bias and we need to correct it. Now, future of translation and media with AI. So this is the future. Hyper personalized translation, tailored to individual cultural context. This is going to be the future of translation. Basically people need personalized content, customized content that suit their taste, that suit their own regional, cultural, ethnic, environmental scenarios. So different factors are in play here. Now, human AI collaboration. This is very critical. Deeper integration in media production. In future, if you are working as a translator, if your intention by getting an MA in Arabic or a diploma in translation, an advanced diploma in any language, then you cannot do it alone now. You definitely need to. I saw a comment in the chat. What was it? A comment in the chat. Perplexed with AI or what is that? I don't remember now. So it's obsessed with AI. Yes, we are going to be obsessed with AI because that is going to be the future. You have to depend on these large language models, and you need to rely on them for translation, and then you need to work with them. There is no escape. You cannot say, I will do my own translation. You can do that. Your creativity still is required. But if AI models do a better job, then who want your translation? That is the point. That is the question we need to ask. Now, AI as a creative partner. So all the creative work, that's another a downside of it. The downside of relying too much on AI is that we need to we need to assign or we need to delegate the creative part to AI. But still, as human, we can innovate, we can create, we can be creative with our translation. So in adaptation and localization, a lot more of creativity will come from AI. Multimodal translation, which means you need to translate voice, visuals, audio, text, everything. So it's a multimodal, not just one text only. Then advanced Arabic AI, continued progress in quality and coverage. Towards universal translators, seamless, real-time, context-aware communication. You are not bound by a region or a particular geographic location. You have to be a universal translator. Recommendations. What kind of skills are we required? One, embrace AI tools. Develop PEMT skills. What PEMT stands for?
Post-editing machine translation.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, Hassan. Post-editing machine translation skills. This is what you need to develop now. You have to embrace AI tools. You cannot keep away from AI tools because that is going to be future. Probably you may say, see, I have very good language skills. I have very good linguistic skills. Yes, it's okay. But still, for speed, for scope, large volume of text, you need to do multiple. If you are hired by a company, a corporate company, and every day you are inundated with a lot of stuff, then definitely that will you definitely need to embrace the AI tools to do that, and then you need to develop these PEMT skills. Then specialize and focus on quality assurance and creativity. Your focus should be on quality assurance, and then how can you be creative with your language. Then understand AI limitations. AI has a lot of limitations. AI has, like as I told you, as I showed you in that example, the name of that UN official was they got it wrong. A lot of limitations are there for AI, so you understand the limitations. So don't depend on AI tools alone. Don't depend on the platforms alone. Definitely you have to intervene. So the limitations, to understand the limitations is very key. Now, conclusion. I'm coming to the conclusion. A collaborative future. AI is revolutionizing media translation, opening vast new possibilities. It's not about replacement. AI will not replace us, but we need to be augmented and evolved. Our role should be evolved. Now, the future lies in human expertise, working hand in hand with the machine and the AI to make global media more accessible and understandable to the people. See, the key is we as translators, as aspiring translators, what we need to do, we develop a flexible nature. Our abilities, our capacities, our competencies, we definitely need to evolve. We definitely need to adapt to new situations, new environments, new surroundings, and contribute where the machine cannot. That is going to be the future. With that, I conclude my words, and I'm opening the platform for question and answers. If you have any questions, please feel free. If you want to get in touch with me, you have my contact details in future. If you need any assistance with any, if you have any doubts in future while you want to be a translator, an aspiring translator, anything, you can always contact me. But yeah, now feel free to ask any questions so that we can discuss this in detail.
Sir, my
Yes.
name is SK Saurabh.
Yes.
As I do have some questions every day, and so today also I have some questions.
Yes, ask me.
Sir, there are some application tools, application or softwares like SmartCat and MatCat, you know very well.
Yes.
These are the machine assisted translation tools.
Yes.
They assist the translator to translate them. So, which is better, the ChatGPT, AI Fiesta, like these AI applications or softwares, or the older one, that SmartCat and MatCat?
See, the machine, all those machine assisted translation tools, there are specific uses for that. But in my opinion, in my personal experience, what works better for like a normal a media translator, what works better for us is the AI tools, AI platforms. Why? Because see, we are dealing with news, we are dealing with content that is up to date, that is evolving, that's that developing fast. So these machine those machine assisted translations, they have created it once and do not have updations, proper upgradations.
Sorry to interrupt, sir.
Sorry?
In addition to that, sorry to interrupt, sir. In addition to that, SmartCat and MatCat also, they investing in AI and they are engaging with.
Yes.
So
Complete. Yeah.
So back to my question, that which is better, these OpenAI and these like things, and or the SmartCat, MedCat, these things?
See, this smart gate and this language assisted translation it will be better if they are updating it, upgrading it, and keeping pace with the modern trends in AI large language models. Why? Because, like for example, ChatGPT. I don't recommend you use a free version of ChatGPT or free version of DeepSeek rather than a language model, which the assisted translation tools. In that case, the assisted translation tools are better. Why? Because it gives you a leverage, and it gives you updated, like more opportunities to work with different kind of text, and it will give you, exclusive access to large vocabularies and terminologies, cultural nuances, type of different local accents. All these kinds of facilities are available in these large models, these language models. But these free versions of ChatGPT or free versions of the large language models like DeepSeek or whatever, they are very limited. They don't provide you up to date. For example, if you ask them to search in the web and come up with a news item, they cannot do that because you are not paid, and you are limited. There are a lot of limitations. Word limitation is there. There character limitations is there. You cannot go beyond a point in these free versions. But if you are investing in these large language tools and or a paid version of AI tools, I think if I am giving an option, or if I am given an option to go, which one I will go, these language models or these AI tools like ChatGPT, I will go for a paid version of this. Why? Because it will give me very up to date, especially as a media translator. I'm talking about in the position of a media translator. It will give me more leverage than the already created, already fed with, unless they incorporate, as you explained to me, they are providing AI tools with that. In that case, that is fine also. You can use that. But see, there is no perfect platform. It is evolving. So every day you need to look out which one is better. And your human mind, your human capacity, your emotion, in a translation, what is key in translation? Your emotion, your ability to think, ability to create. This is very important. Yes, come on. Question to me?
And yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes. Tell me.
Yeah. And my second question is,
are you satisfied with the first question?
Absolutely. I am totally satisfied with that.
Okay,
Thank
fine.
you.
Okay.
And I would extend my thanks and gratitude at the end of my questions. Okay, sir.
Yes.
And my second question, human translators are still required and needed. You told that. So,
Yes.
But it requires expertise and fine tuning. So if we take the jobs of Arabs, because they understand the cultural aspect and the emotional and cultural nuances much better than us. So where will Arabs go? And they, if we take over them.
You see, where I am working? I work in Qatar. Yeah.
Okay.
I work in an environment where Qataris, Lebanese, Egyptians, Algerians, Tunisians. And you know what they say? You speak Arabic better than us. So don't worry about Arabs. If you are a proficient translator, there is still scope for you. So, Of course, when it comes to cultural nuances, as you said, the different colloquial aspects, they are better than us because it's their mother tongue. It's their native. They are the native speakers. I agree with that. But if you can, be proficient in a number of languages, that's where. How do you think when it comes to adopting translation as a job, your full-time job, what you need to do? First of all, you need to be multilinguistic. Like, for example, Arabic, not just Arabic and English, either Urdu, which you are, I think Sohrab is, well proficient in Urdu, Hindi.
Sir,
Yeah.
I'm Bengali, sir. I belong to West Bengal.
Okay, so I'm sorry about that. Then, okay, maybe you can learn French. Maybe you can learn Spanish, German. This is very easy nowadays. You just need 6 months to be a proficient in a language, in a third language, a fourth language, or fifth language. So I'm telling you, that's just an example. You need to add value to your capacity as a translator. Either you know languages or you know a field. For example, you have an engineering background, you have a political background, you have a journalism background. So add different skills to your main role as a translator. So not just focus on, no, I will do only this translation. No, you need to be proficient in different fields. See, in the coming era, people are looking for multi-talented people, who can do multitasking. So you translate, you write, you create a script, you create videos using AI tools, you create other content, digital content, you do marketing. So develop your multi-skills. You see? So that's how you should survive. You got the point?
Yes, sir.
Just like I am doing.
Yes, sir. Ravish Kumar once told in his one of his reports, and when he visited MIT, so there is a professor who acquired his graduation in electrical engineer, and after that he pursued his higher studies in biology, and then he was appointed as a brain engineer in MIT.
Yeah, you see, so that's how. So like a translator, you need to look at, okay, where I can add value, not just translation, maybe video creation, graphic designing, maybe a good public speaker. So if you are multi-talented, multi-skilled, so people may think, oh, no, even I can't do the translation, then how can you? But this is a matter of a mindset. If you change your mindset, you can do that. See, what you need to learn is if you join an organization, you become an indispensable part of that organization. You need to learn that organization very well, where you will fit. Okay, you might have joined that organization as a translator, but where you can add value, probably as a speaker, probably as a graphic designer, probably as a person who can help with accounts, So in a world where most of the jobs which we currently are doing now, are going to extinct in about 5 years or 10 years, most of the jobs we do now are going to extinct. They are going to be just wiped out. So how can you survive? You need to develop new skills. You need to adapt to the new technologies. You need to understand the world, how it works, and contribute where you can, where machines cannot do. Once this godfather of AI, Jeffrey Hinton, he was asked, he got a Nobel Prize in artificial intelligence, you know that. And the last time he got the Nobel Prize for physics, Nobel Prize for physics, because of his contributions to AI. And he was asked, what kind of jobs will exist And you know what his answer was? Can anyone tell
No,
me?
sir.
He said, be a plumber.
Oh,
Be a plumber. That was his answer. Or a nurse. Or a nurse. Why? Because there in plumbing, you need skills, technical skills. In nurse, what you need? Human touch. So in that answer lies the answer to your question. How can you survive? Add that human element, human emotional element in everything you do. Then you can survive.
Okay,
yes,
thanks.
sir. I
Okay, thank you. Actually, we want much time to discuss about this area, but unfortunately, we just too late. So
Okay.
I think it's good to conclude. Anyway, we have much pleasure today because we could a wonderful session. Actually, this is not a one-way session. It is an interactive session. We just do it, exercise it in our mind practically. So in that sense, it was very wonderful. Thank you, sir. I think it's good to conclude.
Assalamu alaikum. I have one comment regarding this today's presentation.
Yes.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for this valuable session, diving into AI, that how AI is revolutionizing the field of translation, making it faster and easier and accurate and accessible, not for even the people who know the translation, but for the people who don't even know the translation, and how you broke down the complexities of the AI, the translation. That is really incredible. And you have made it so easier. And what I can say that so much inspirational that we can even grow and we can even come out of those complexities of the translation and AI, that we are still stuck somewhere in the translation, that we don't believe firmly on AI, rather than we should master AI. AI should not master us. So we are still stuck in that kind of complexity. But how you have broke down it's super phenomenal. Thank you so much for this insightful session.
You are most welcome. My pleasure.
Sure.
also,
Okay.
I would like to extend my heartful gratitude to you. I would be grateful to you forever, the entire life. And whenever I feel or fall in any difficulties, I would reach you, sir. Kindly remember me. My name is SK Sohrab from West Bengal.
No problem. Any one of you, any students who are attending now, you might have noted down my contact details. You can reach me anytime. I will be more than happy to support you, free of cost, of course.
With pleasure, sir. With pleasure.
I think I am here in Qatar. Then I will start from myself first.
Oh, okay. You are living in Qatar.
Yes, I am currently in Qatar. I was actually the former colleague of Dr. Firdaus, sir.
Yeah,
Oh.
of course.
Okay. Nice to know that.
Yeah, she was an excellent faculty member in our department, sir. So she left here for Qatar.
Okay. Very good.
It's a pleasure to join with us here.
Nice to know that. I would just, before you conclude, I will just say a word. Like, it's very, always it's a pleasure to interact with students and the faculty of universities, because I have been invited by the one of the university, Islamic University, International Islamic University of Kashmir last month. And I did similar, not similar, somewhat similar presentation. And I always do that with students. Why? Because I think it's better to pass on whatever we can, whatever we can communicate to the next generation so that they benefit from it. Probably you are well ahead of me in terms of using AI and other things, but I always keep a learning mind so that I can up to date, keep abreast with the latest developments in this field. So I'm really happy to get to know you all, and inshallah look forward to interacting with you in future as well in the platform of MES Mampad or University of Calicut or Oyoun Academy or Sulam Salam Arabic College. I'm more than happy to do that, inshallah. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Inshallah. So officially, a word of thanks by Zilna, a PG student from the Department of Arabic, MES Mampad College. Zilna, please.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أولا جزاك الله خير كثيرا. أتوجه بخالص الشكر والامتنان إلى ضيفنا الكريم الدكتور تاج ألوفا على محاضرة القيمة حول الترجمة الإعلامية. كطالبة في القسم اللغة العربية شعرت أن هذه المحاضرة فتحت أمامنا آفاقا جديدة أو أبوابا جديدة، وألهمتنا أن نطور مهاراتنا ونفكر بدور العربية في الإعلام العالمية. جزاك الله خير كثيرا يا أستاذ. كما أشكر الدكتورة فاطمة فوزية على كلمتها الترحيبية الطيبة، وأتوجه بالشكر إلى مدير الأكاديمية العيون الأستاذ فاضل على دعمه وتوجيهه، وإلى رئيس قسم اللغة العربية بكلية MES منباد الدكتور فردوس مون على رعايته الكريمة. I also extend my heartfelt gratitude to all respected teachers, organizers, and dear participants for your valuable presence and contribution. Thank you so much. نسأل الله أن ينفعنا بما تعلمنا اليوم ويبارك في جهودنا المشتركة لخدمة اللغة العربية. آمين يا رب العالمين. مع السلامة. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
عليكم السلام.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام.